Hey guys, it's Ryan Meeks here, your local Valley real estate agent. Just coming up with some tips and tricks here on how to purchase a house and sell your house at the same time. Or sell your house and purchase your house. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. How to do them simultaneously, and I don't even know where I'm going with that. Let's just play the bit. Let's do it. Hey, so congratulations, you've decided to take that step, make that purchase, upgrade that house, downgrade the house, downsize the house, whatever it is that you're doing. So how do you go about selling your house and then purchasing a house as well? It can be a little bit tricky, but with the right team, you can definitely make it happen. So first things first, how does the process work? What really needs to happen in order for this to work? So in order for this to work fluidly, work very well, you need to have a close of escrow date. So that's the date that it records with the county, and that's got to be done on the same date, a simultaneous closing with the title company. And the best way to do this is to use one title company, not two title companies, one title company. So using one title company, it's just going to make the wire go straight to the title company, and they can pay off the balances and, you know, put money in your bank, and you don't have to wait for another wire to then go to another title company. So it really just streamlines the process, makes everything easy. So the first thing you should do is, you know, when you want to buy a home in general, is obviously speak with a lender, see where you're at, and see if you're even qualified. So a lender is going to tell you what you're qualified for, and also let you know if you are qualified, and they're also going to let you know if you're not qualified. So they're going to tell you if there's anything you know, on your credit that's affecting you, you know, your ability to purchase. They're going to let you know what your debt to income ratios are, and you know, what you could do to improve that, and possibly even, you know, purchase another home for more money. So maybe you can pay off some of those debts and you know, have a little bit of a more of a payment per month going towards the home. So a lender will tell you all that information. So first things first, speak with a lender and see where you're at in terms of what you can afford. So secondly, you want to you know, actively look for a home. This is important, although while you're looking for a home right now, just realize, hey, you know, you can't really do anything, but you can get a good idea of what you can afford by starting the search early. So the third thing you want to do is obviously get your home listed. And when you're ready to pull the trigger, you know, what might frustrate you is that you see homes that you really like, and you say, hey, I want to get this house, how do we do it? But your home's not listed. So that is a very important piece of the puzzle. So get your home listed as quickly as possible when you want to move. So getting your home listed will also, you know, attract potential buyers, obviously. And once you get buyers coming through, you know, hopefully you'll get somebody that's interested and get your house under contract. So that's the next step, getting your house under contract. Very important, because when you go to put in what's called a contingent offer into one of these houses that you want to purchase, you have a little bit more buying strength now that your home is indeed under contract. You could do this before it's under contract. There is in the Arizona you know, contingency form section where you can, you know, tell them, hey, our home is not yet under contract, but we plan on getting it under contract, so give us X amount of days to do that, and if we don't do it, then you know, the contract is voidable. So that is an option, but really, in my opinion, from my experience, I think you want to be under contract, and you want to take that one step further, and you want to be done with the inspection, and you want to have the appraisal back. So, and the point of that is it's going to be an even stronger offer if you go to the seller agent on the property that you want to purchase, and you say, hey, you know, here's our offer. Our house has been appraised. It comes to value, and the buyer for our home has also been through the inspection process. So that's going to make it. That's going to make that offer that much stronger, because the likelihood of that falling out is obviously a smaller percentage than someone who's just making an offer with, number one, no buyer, and number two, not having that appraisal and that inspection done. So very important part of the process. Get it under contract and get through that inspection and that appraisal process. And also, when you are under contract, kind of backing up here, one thing that you should do is, if you haven't found the home and you're not under, obviously you're not under contract yet, typically what we do as real estate agents is we usually ask for about a 30-day close of escrow. So that's pretty normal. So if you have your house for sale, an agent writes an offer and that offer is for a 30-day close of escrow, you want your agent to then counter them and say, hey, give us a 45-day close of escrow, maybe even a 60-day close of escrow. And that should be a conversation between the realtors before that's actually sent over to be signed, is to say, hey, if I was representing the seller, I'd say, hey, are you guys flexible in doing a little bit of a longer close? Would 60 days be okay? If they think that's a little too much, then you can back it up a little bit and say, well, how about 45 days? That way, once you're through the buyer inspection period of 10 days and hopefully get the appraisal back, say within a 14-day time period, then you have another, do the math there, 36 days, 46 days rather, if you're doing a 60-day close, and then you would have about 31 days if you're doing a 45-day close to actually look for a house. So mental math there. But yeah, so you'd have a lot longer rather than just 15 days to look for a house, because that could be a little bit stressful, as you can imagine. So ask for that later close of escrow date. So if you get a 45-day close of escrow, just to explain it one more time, from that day, 45 days out is when you are going to be closing. So this is the start, 45 days, this is your closing time. So 45 days. And then what you want to do when you do go and write that offer is you're going to be over here now in your search, and you want to match up that close of escrow date right here. So make sure they're both on the same date, and make sure you're using the same title company. Like I said in the beginning, using that title company, single title company, is going to make things a lot easier. So if at any moment, at any time in this purchase process, your plans derail, let's say you can't use the same title company, or the day of, your lender can't fund the loan on the house that you're purchasing. These things do happen. Things do, not to say fall through, but they do, little bumps in the road happen. And it's good to be prepared for those. So I always say have a plan B. So if you're loaded up, you're ready to go, you got everything loaded into the U-Haul or into the pods, and you're just waiting to get in the house, and the house doesn't close that day, what are you going to do? So you have to kind of be prepared for this. So, family members, hotels, Airbnbs, places to stay, and obviously storage facilities. Pick a storage facility that's close to your new home, and that way you guys can just store everything, and then once it records, you can go ahead and get into the storage space and get everything moved in. But that is one thing that you do want to have done, and you want to prepare. Hope for the best, prepare for the worst. That way, your stress level is a lot lower, and you can have a plan of action if things, if there are bumps in the road. So not the end of the world. You'll definitely get into the home, but always have a plan B in action. Hey, thanks for watching. For more videos on escaping to Arizona, just click that subscribe button to stay in the loop.